Hello everyone, welcome back again to Liverpool Report today. We've got the latest updates on our beloved club Liverpool. But before we dive in, make sure to subscribe so you never miss a moment of Liverpool Report news. Let's get started. Former Liverpool star Didi Hamann has admitted he would love Mohamed Salah to leave Anfield for Bayern Munich this summer. The Egyptian is set to become a free agent at the end of the season as things stand, but it is still unclear what the next chapter of his career could be. Salah is enjoying arguably his best ever season as a footballer after hitting 32 goals in 43 games to lead the team's Premier League title charge, but has repeatedly insisted this would be his final year at Liverpool after 8 seasons. There have been suggestions the 32-year-old could make the move to the Saudi Pro League, given they are one of the only destinations that could satisfy his salary demands. But former Liverpool midfielder Hamann has risked the wrath of supporters by suggesting he join another of his old clubs in Bayern Munich, saying he would easily slot into the team and form an exciting attack with Harry Kane. Mohamed Salah to Bayern Munich would be very exciting, he told Poker Scout. Bayern have Kingsley Coman, who hasn't been the best recently. Leroy Sane looks set to leave the club. And the most impressive has been Michael Olise, who signed last summer, so I think they need 2 or 3 wide players for next season. Just like bringing Harry Kane to the club, it would be hugely exciting to see Salah at Bayern, but also for the Bundesliga to have a player like Salah. Even if it was just for 1 or 2 years, I would absolutely love to see it. Hamann started his career with Bayern, playing 143 times for them before joining Newcastle and then Liverpool, where he spent 7 seasons. He featured 280 times for the Reds, winning 9 trophies, including a famous Champions League triumph in 2004-05. Salah would join a Bayern Munich team that looks likely to win the Bundesliga in Vincent Kompany's first season, and the prospect of linking up with ex-Tottenham man Kane would certainly be exciting. He previously stated he was far away from agreeing fresh terms, but a recent report from Egypt claimed negotiations between Salah and his agent Rami Abbas are now ramping up again. The report from Marcguehi says talks were much more advanced with the offer on the table higher than any that had been more in the past. There is some optimism that Salah and defender Virgil van Dijk will stay put, with the Dutchman also approaching the end of his contract. But one player who looks destined to leave on a free transfer is boyhood Red star Trent Alexander-Arnold, who is believed to be locked in talks over a move to Real Madrid. Liverpool are favourites to sign Milos Kerkez this summer ahead of Manchester United, with Bournemouth poised to demand a sum of £45 million for their star left-back after the Hungary Stars' impressive second season in the Premier League. Kerkez, 21, has been linked with Liverpool for months after catching the eye in Andoni Iraola's swashbuckling side this term. However, the defender's fine form, which has seen him amass 2 goals and 6 assists for the Cherries, has also generated interest from other top-flight clubs, including the Reds' arch-rivals. Fortunately for Arneslot and Liverpool, it seems as though they remain the red-hot favourites to sign Kerkez this summer if Kerkez, as expected, does move on. As outlined by The Times, Liverpool are in pole position to land the player many view as the ideal long-term successor to Andy Robertson in a deal worth around £45 million. It's noted that Bournemouth's chairman, Bill Foley, does not want to sell the club's best players. However, he has also indicated that he would not stand in the way of any of their young stars should they wish to leave. Kerkez, who signed for Bournemouth from AZ Alkmaar for £15.5 million 2 years ago, is under contract for another 3 years, putting the Cherries in a strong bargaining position. He has been among the club's top performers this season as the South Coast outfit chase a European spot in the final weeks of the 2024-25 campaign. While Manchester United have also been credited with an interest in Kerkez's services per the Mail, the player is well known to Liverpool's sporting director, Richard Hughes, who signed the fullback during his time as Bournemouth's technical director. Kerkez opened the door for a summer switch to Anfield when he admitted in a recent interview with The Athletic that he saw his next step as joining an elite club when the question was put to him. He replied, "Yeah. As a kid, you dream to play at the highest level, win the trophies, be on the best teams. These are the things that my agent is on, my dad is on. It is not something that they occupy me with because the season is still going, so there's no point to talk about anything. There's games left, The FA Cup is important for us. These are big things. And then, like I say, when someone comes in for you, you never know what's going to happen or where you're going to end up. In the summer, we will see what happens. Under the guidance of Arneslot, Trent Alexander-Arnold has seen a shift in his role at Liverpool, taking on less creative responsibilities. The 26-year-old has had a stellar season with the Premier League Titans, who are on track to win the title. With just 9 matches remaining this season, Liverpool hold a comfortable 12-point lead over second-placed Arsenal. However, it's uncertain when the right-back will be back on the pitch following an ankle injury he sustained earlier this month. Speculation is rife about the England star's future at his childhood club, with rumours of a possible summer transfer to Real Madrid gaining momentum. As yet, no new contract has been agreed upon with Liverpool, and the vice-captain's current deal is set to expire at the end of this season, along with those of Virgil van Dijk and Mohamed Salah. Despite impressing Slot with his offensive prowess and enhanced defensive skills, Alexander-Arnold's position within the team has evolved since the Jurgen Klopp era, something the player himself has acknowledged. The role depends on the game because, if you think of Man United away, I played almost like a number 10. I was higher up the pitch because of the way they pressed, Alexander-Arnold revealed to LiverpoolFC.com in October. In certain games, I'll be inside because of the way the opposition press. Sometimes they press differently. It all varies on how they press, reports the Liverpool Echo. The dynamic fullback has noticed a shift in his role, experiencing reduced creative duties. This season, Alexander-Arnold has seen a decrease both in playing and receiving progressive passes, and he's also setting career lows for passes into the final third and into the box. Yet, despite taking a step back from being the focal point in attack, he acknowledges that the strategic alterations by manager Slot are still giving him opportunities to influence play. The manager will dissect how they press so we can outnumber the way they press, he admitted. If they press with 3, we'll have 4 players around, so that we can play through them. If they press with a 2, then there'll be 3 players, etc., etc. It's just about who those players are and where it works best. So, wherever the manager tells me to be, I'll be there because he'll tell me that's most likely where you'll get the ball. And if that changes, then he'll tell me during the game, you're not getting the ball there, try there, and maybe surprise him in there and see if that works. Throughout the game, there's a lot of things going on, but if I understand it, then it'll work. So far it has. Slot opened up about his focus on enhancing Alexander-Arnold's defensive skills, which have faced scrutiny over the years. Speaking to TNT Sports in January, he acknowledged the progress of his player. When we started to work together, I emphasized also a bit on his defensive work, Slot revealed. He had to keep producing the numbers in assisting goals, but if we wanted to be a team that concedes less shots, he had to improve a bit in defending. We have spoken a lot to him about consistency. Because he's been quite long with this club, he sometimes trains or has played games like, it's another one from 200 that I've already played, or all these sessions I've already had. This is where we've worked on, and I think we can see the progression he has made.